studying art at USC, graduating this December. How I kind of came to being an art major is interesting. I was doing business for 3 years, loved it, it's what I've always wanted to do. Took Shannon Lindsay's art installation course over the summer, got to be in the McMaster Gallery. Me and 2 other students, we each got a third of the gallery, put up an installation. That was the most incredible art experience I'd ever had, just as someone who's never done art. I realized at that point something about installation, creating, getting your hands dirty was something I had to do forever. That following fall, I took printmaking. I fell in love even more, relief and everything, just carving and silkscreen, just everything about it, hands-on and taking your drawings and doing something else to them and making them into art. And within that first semester, I switched from business to BFA printmaking, spent the entire year doing printmaking courses. And just like, I fell in love with the craft, I guess. It's a struggle for me. I constantly compare myself to other classmates who've been making art forever, and I'm still doing the basics, but it's been incredible, just like the journey of discovering printmaking, combining printmaking with installation, now getting to do this exhibition that has painting, printmaking, installation, everything all at once. The title of my exhibition, as of now, is Come See, S-E-A. You can expect to see canvas covered in all different types of art, screen prints, watercolor paintings, a regular acrylic painting, digital prints, hand-drawn doodles, all sorts of stuff. We'll see. There's a few other things that might get added to them. Essentially, the idea behind this was 40 different mixed media prints, which have turned into canvas. So what inspired the show was really just a process of luck and running into the right classmates at the right time. I wanted to make 40 prints, but I didn't really know what to do with them or how I was going to present that to my teacher. Turns out one of my classmates is in charge of the Passage Gallery. Found out there was a week open. Next thing you know, I'm signed up for an exhibition and I have a place to display my 40 prints, so I'm really excited for that. Things that put me back or made it harder to get to the exhibition really include just the hours that went into this project that no one's going to see, that are sitting on my table still. I have a stack of 20 digital prints that I made that I ultimately kicked that whole idea out of the exhibition once I decided to do the coloring book aspect to it. So it was a learning process to make a lot of things and then not include them, but I also made a lot of things that I think came out much stronger when I narrowed it down. So the idea behind the coloring book started back in August with all of this, but I wanted to initially make a coloring book, but I wasn't really sure how that could be an interactive piece of art, especially in an exhibition. Once I made the coloring book, I realized I could print this huge and cover a wall, and we could have one big coloring wall. Printed it, it looked great for the idea, found out I could hang it up upstairs, had no idea what was going to happen, stapled some crayons to the wall with it, and over a few days everyone started coloring it in, and I'm really excited to have that aspect in the exhibition. So some of the creatures you're going to see in the show are squids for sure, because that's where the creatures kind of started. In August, I started silk screening. I made 4 different squids. I tried to make them as scary as possible, but it turned out I've learned very quickly that scary was not really my style. So after the first 100+ squids, realized just squids was going to be kind of boring. So sat down and drew, I think, almost 100 other little creatures. Unfortunately, it took the full 180 from scary and went with my style. After I graduate, when it comes to printmaking, the struggle is having a studio and having all the tools. Luckily, I have my own screen, so I'll get to keep silk screening as I please. But I think over the past few years of printmaking, I've kind of learned that you need the strength in drawing that at first I didn't feel you needed because it was so much fun as painting. But now I've taken a step back, and when I print make, I want a collage or I want a relief print, which is a totally different style, or I want to carve into plates and stuff. But to say the least, my family are all artists, so they're deep in the art community in Maryland, and I definitely plan to go home and try and jump in on all of that. I would say, as far as like my crafts at home, I paint a lot, even though it's not necessarily my strongest craft. But I'll probably keep painting, I'll probably keep crafting, I'll probably just keep exploring art in general and trying to narrow down what I like to do and what I like to make. And I really hope that in the process of creating, I can meet more artists and make that happen somehow.